Hey, hi guys. I hope everyone is able to hear me and I'm loud and clear. Please ping and say no in case you are not able to hear us, right? I think the volume is fine. Yeah, all good. Okay. So, how has the day been? Very tricky, right? I hope everyone is looking at the messages that I'm posting. Everyone is also trying to see the videos that we are posting, right? I hope it's of some benefit, some value to everyone, right? I hope you guys are enjoying what we are putting there. We are also putting trades, guys. We are also putting trades. The idea is for people to make profit out of the trades that we are posting, right? And let's quickly get into the analysis, right? Let's quickly get into the analysis so that that is what everyone is here for. Very tricky expiry, right? I'll tell you why. Or should I wait for some more? Okay, we have 22 people. Said, hey, hi, Anish, perfect, right? Sadar Namaskar, Dushyant ji, right? First thing, right? First thing, if you guys have made profit today, try and hold on to your profits. I will tell you why, right? Today, don't be in a hurry. It's a monthly expiry. There is events, right? There are events which are continuously being, which is leading to some news in the market, right? So the reason why this candles have come, no, let me go to this chart, slightly longer term chart, right? Let me just go to this chart so that you guys can see. So you remember I always say, right, guys, don't trade in between in when the markets are actually as in a no trade zone. I always say this, right? And there is a reason to it, and you guys will actually be able to see it here, right? I'll go to BankNifty chart and you will get the clear view, right? I had kept it open, for some reason the chart got closed. It's okay. So in fact, in one of the telegram groups that I am part of, right, I said premiums need to cool off, right? Premiums need to cool off on the put side. Actually the 43,700 put, right? Or 43,700 put, 43,700 put, right? 43,700 put went all the way up, right, here till, sorry, here, right, it was here till 255, and it came all the way crashing down, right? This crashing was required for a simple reason that once the Europe opens, the operators can actually butcher new traders who would have shorted this put or who would have longed the call, right? Now how many of you all are actually looking at the news channel today? How many of you all did see that suddenly, right, out of nowhere, without any warning, there is a news of Germany entering recession, right? There's a news of Germany entering recession. Now this is a surprise, right? This is something that market did not factor in, and that is where this crash came, right? This, see, this is a put price, right? If you see, this is a movement from 171 to 281 in a matter of 10 to 12 minutes, right? In a matter of 8 to 10 minutes this movement happened, right? Now every dip is being bought, every dip here is being bought. So you don't buy in a continuation manner. I always recommend people to buy at every dip, right? This 1 2, right? This is a good place. These are the two resistance lines, right? 1 and 2, right? These are the two resistance lines. So you have to actually plan your trade and enter. Typically in a kill zone, what I call as, again, I have learned kill zone from one of the forex trader, right? Kill zone are the times when no movement will happen, right? When no movement will happen, at that time, if you see, these guys actually brought it above VWAP, right? Do you see a hanging man here in the option chart? This is to hang the option buyer. Look at it from 381. This crash is so fast, right? There is no way the option buyer would have made money, because he would have thought it's a VWAP retest. It will then go up. Actually it came down, tested VWAP and then fell flat, right? So that's the reason why I typically advise people who are part of our mentoring session, right? Just people, okay, good. One of our member, right, has actually made 8,265 selling or buying options. He is generally an option seller. I taught them swings and I am surprised. I am surprised. He is happy. Okay, good. So yesterday, actually, I was teaching market swings yesterday, right? So I taught them two interesting candles, right? I call them Shah Rukh Khan candle and candle which is like hot knife through the butter, right? Some people made good money. Some people made good money learning price actions, which is always good because price action is easy. You don't need indicators. So just give me a minute, right? So if you guys see this, right, if you guys have seen this, the market has been range bound, guys. The market has been range bound. Now the big problem today, right, the big problem, if you guys have made money, I'm again saying don't be greedy today, right? Pack your bags, don't do anything. You guys have made money and just relax and enjoy the day, right? Why am I saying so? Actually the chart in Zerodha is not updating. Okay, so every point of time, right, see, when a panic is coming in the market, right, when a panic is coming here, the panic is coming, right? Can you guys see the panic? Yeah, Pritam, I know you booked good. What are the timings for kill zone for Indian market? So typically, I have three setups, right? I have three setups for my trading. As in, there are multiple setups, but I look at setups. I classify it into three timings, right? First is 9:15 or 9:16, 9:17, right? That is when you can start trading, right? If you are an expert trader, that is the best time to trade. You start at 9:17, you pack your bags by 9:30, 9:35. Generally 9:30, 9:35 tak it will give you 2 to 3% of profit of the capital, right? The thing is, you should not deploy. As a rule, I don't deploy more than 10 to 12% of my capital, right? So you get a good trade 1:2, 1:3, you make 2 to 3%, right? That is the first trade. Now the only reason why you extend the trade there is if there is a trending market, your trailing stop loss is not getting hit, let the trade run, right? You can get the first trade will always be between 9:17. Yeah, Chirag, good if you have booked profits. The first trade you should always try and take between 9:17 to, as in start between 9:20, as in initially 9:20 to 9:30 you will get a good candle where you can enter, but your exit should be planned before 9:40, 9:45. Then give market some space. Like it's like a relationship, right? You have to learn to give that space. After 9:45, the next trade, right, if it has to come, will come between 10:30 and 10:50. Earlier days this trade used to happen 3 out of 5 times. Now it is happening less and less, right? I have seen the next trade typically comes in the Europe opening timing, right? Now Europe opening timing may generally what happens is you get the prevailing trend of the global market will continue, right? Now if you have looked at the Dow Jones and every chart, right, an Indian chart is running opposite, wait and watch there. That typically starts at 12:30 when there is no daylight saving. When there is daylight saving, you have to move it by 1 hour, right? So 12:30 to 1:30. So that is your second timing when you get a decent entry. The third timing, right, is typically after 2 o'clock. Between 2 and 2:30 you get a good movement. During expiry you get a good movement between 2:30 and 3. The day they want to do it early, you consider that they are trying to play with you, avoid that day, right? Now for today, if you see this, in fact go back and relook at my daily analysis video, right? Wait, I will just redraw this trend line. I had skipped this point for a reason. I had skipped the earlier point for a reason, right? This 1, 2, 3, fourth, right? There was a breakdown and there is a retest of this thing. Now today, right, in the morning, I gave a call. How many of you all took this call? Because it gave 60-80 points very rapidly, right? See, there is a closing candle here, right? There is a closing candle. Market has opened. I said flat opening to a gap up opening. I want to keep shorting between 43,780 to this level, right? Now, see, the moment market opened gap down, market fell down, I am not interested in entering here. I am not interested in entering here. The reason I don't want to be interested is I have a resistance area. Always let the trade come to you, right? Trade came to me. The trade came to me. I executed. I also gave this trade in our catalyst trading channel, and the trade gave wonderful result. On an expiry, you are moving from 43,650 to 43,480, 170 points move. Delta typically that I choose is 0.45 to 0.5. It becomes 0.7 delta. This 170 point move, would it given you 80 to 100 I am not saying catch the top and bottom. Again I am saying, I am nowhere saying catch the top and bottom. The way I plan my trades, if you enter correctly, right, I had entered near VWAP. If you enter correctly, market will definitely give you 70, 80, 100 points. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, it will give you 50, 60 points. उससे भी बेकार सिनारियो, इट विल गिव यू 30 to 40 पॉइंट्स. मेरे स्टॉप लॉस 20-25 पॉइंट्स होते हैं, आपको 40 पॉइंट मिल रहा है. इट इज़ वेरी एन्जॉयबल ट्रेड. अब दिन खत्म, आपने 40 पॉइंट बना लिया, एक लॉट से भी 1000 रुपये बन गए. इट इज़ गुड इनफ. We, if for people who are not doing full time trading, it is good enough, right? For people who are doing aggressive trading, for them they have to look, right? So this came, then again it went up, right? I was actually waiting somewhere in my group, personal group, not premium or anything. Again, I don't have any premium groups, right? Good Rajal, you made money, that is very good, right? In my personal group, I again said do not go long, market is consolidating, let it come high. I needed a confirmation at this place. I needed a confirmation at this place. Market is now continuously coming down. If you see now, the trend line which was supporting, right, now suddenly it becomes sell on rise. For this you need to know how to plot trends, how to plot swings. Many of my mentorship guys are here. Folks, the way we are teaching swings, right, how to just draw a swing and pull back, isn't it unique? If yes, you can just put comment. If you feel it is rubbish, you can also write it is rubbish. I am okay, I'll take that as a feedback, right? But once the market is in downtrend, you are not looking at buying something, you are not trying to fight with it, you are trying to go with the trend. Yes, need more and more practice, correct, right? And see, that will come with time, right? That will come with time, right? Mukund, I'll say these are, yeah, it has changed the way we look. Good. So once it came here, right, I said again short. See, why is this short perfect and why is this short not perfect? This is happening before Europe time, right? Volumes will not be there. Here the volumes are there. It's a bearish candle in 5 minutes. I am going to 5 minutes, right? Trend line is resisting. Candlestick is giving a hanging man followed by hammer, right? Hanging man followed by inverted hammer. It is not hammer, right? It is shooting star. I can easily enter a trade here at 43,556, keeping my stop loss at 43,601. My stop loss is 15 to 20 points in this case, because 0.45, 0.48 delta. If it goes against me, it becomes 0.4. I don't lose much, but I can gain. My first target was 43,461. This is 100 point move in my favor. Typically becomes 60 to 70, 1:3 trade. Folks, again, do you think we should enter this trade or not? We should enter this trade, right? This is a trade that we should enter. In between these things which are happening, you should not worry till your stop loss is not going. But if you are scared, 1:1 plus you get, you can exit, right? I personally took this trade. We have posted it on our Telegram channel. 36 lots we entered there. we made good 60-70 points. It was a far off option, right? It was not 0.48, it was a far off option. Now what is the problem that we are facing here, guys? What is the problem that we are facing here? The problem that we are facing here is market is falling down because of the news. Globally there is a डर का माहौल है, डर का माहौल है. ये विक्स गिरना चाहिए बट ये विक्स ऊपर जा रहा है. दिस इज़ अ प्रॉब्लम. दिस विक्स इज़ नॉट फॉलिंग डाउन. दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई एम सी. दिस इज अ फ्रीक, राइट? ये तो पहला कैंडल है, फ्रीक है, इसको छोड़ दो. बट टुडे नो VIX at some point of time has to go above 13.06. Otherwise our puts we will not get a good trade. It's a monthly expiry, right? It's a monthly expiry. I will show you an interesting fact, right? Again I am using OI Pulse for my option analysis. I learnt my option trading from Mr. Shivakumar, right? And he is a scalper. I have merged price action, right? But I like this tool, and I'll show you something, right, which is very interesting here, right? See, 43.5, keep all your eyes on 43.500, right? Only this, right? I am going to historical data, right? I am going to historical data. Keep all your eyes, and we will also look at Nifty, right? We will also look at Nifty. Yesterday 43.500 CE was full josh. Yes. Day before yesterday full josh, right? Day before yesterday full josh. Friday again full josh, 43.500 CE. 25th, sorry, this is the expiry. Friday is done, Monday is done, Tuesday, okay, Wednesday is not done, right? Wednesday also full josh. So every day this is at full josh, right? Every day this is at full josh. Now for option writers to take it out, right, the guys who will be in big profit are people who would have written it on a Thursday, last Thursday, right? 18th, people who would have written it on 18th, right? Because till here 43.500 was continuously in full josh. I will now give you a surprising number and you will be amazed by that. I'll tell you why. See, people who have written it will not go in loss till 369 year is crossed. Wait, 43.500, right? We'll go to 43.500 P. People who have written it, right, will not go in loss till this number is taken out. This average, right? This 166. This is the writing. It is the writing, put writing, which has happened on the closure of expiry, last expiry, right? Generally one expiry 7 days data is good enough, right? You can mark my word. See, these guys have written it at 169. They have written it average at 221. They have written it at 111. Now see, these 3 days, right, if I consider as prep, their average is coming to 169, 170. This particular option, right, if it goes above 154, you will see a move which will go all the way to 357. If it goes above 154, you will see a move which will stop at 270, some mild dip, and then can go all the way to 357, right? I don't want this area to be broken, 55, right? Why do I not want this area to be broken? Because of this reason. You see this sweep, right? Now the only other trade that I get as a hero zero is if there is a sharp fall in this 43.500 PE. It's a monthly expiry. You may find my numbers very amazing, or you may find it to be as in you can't believe it, which is fine. But this can come all the way to 35, and then from here it can go back up. It can go back up like this, right? This move I am not looking at, right? This move I don't want to look at, because if this move happens, The VIX, right? People who are also looking at VIX will ensure that the VIX keeps coming down. Our premiums may not move much. Our premiums may not move much. For today, keep 43,500 PE as your hero zero. We will wait and we will take a trade, right? We'll wait and we will take a trade. Now, what is telling me that there can be a sharp fall, right? So market always works from one resistance to another resistance and from one support to another support. This is a known fact, right? It always works in this manner. It works in this manner, right? So now if you see, what are you guys seeing? It's broken an important trend line. This trend line was starting from this point, right? This is a support. This is an entire support area. I don't want any move. I don't want this point to be taken out. I don't want 43,517 to be taken out. So if this continues moving in 40-50 point range around 215, 230, if the market is at 43,423, the sharp fall will come, right? I don't want this point to be taken out. I want market to consolidate between 43,517 to 43,427. In that 80 to 90 point, if market continues its consolidation, you will see a spectacular fall coming there, right? You will see a spectacular fall coming there. I am personally waiting for that fall. Again, I am saying right now I am not bullish. Looking at the spot chart, looking at the way the option writers had created their position, right? Now tell me one thing, VIX is confusing me, correct? VIX is confusing me, which is known. Guys, VIX is confusing me, it is known. Say yes or no, at least I know if you guys have understood this or not. The VIX is confusing me, right? The VIX is confusing me. Just say yes or no so that I can at least proceed forward. The VIX is confusing us, right? I am going forward. The VIX is confusing us. That is the only issue that I have right now in the market, right? VIX is confusing us, right? VIX is confusing us. Now let's go to the component chart, right? Let's go to the component chart to see what is happening in the component, right? गुड आफ्टर अरे पीवी 43,500 है, मैंने एक्चुअली अभी लेवल्स दिए हैं. आई हैव गिवन द लेवल्स फॉर 43,500 ऑन द हीरो ज़ीरो, राइट? Yes, if it gives a breakout from 12.92 to 13.03, right, is where there is a resistance to VIX. Tony, if it breaks that, right, we will get a very good hero zero today. Yeah, VIX breaks upside means our put will actually start running, right? Now I am loading the chart, guys. I want you guys to see all 6 bank nifty charts together. The reason is last 3 days, right, which is the bank which is causing the maximum pain? The bank which is causing the maximum pain is HDFC, right? HDFC, even in my daily analysis I said, is all set, right? It is all set to touch the targets of 1605. It touched that. It is actually going below. Now for HDFC, don't be surprised, the levels below, right, are 1593 and 1585, right? I have seen monthly expiries where HDFC in the end changes the game completely, because it's one stock. If 8 points are taken out there, you get 80 to 120 point move. Generally Kotak starts aligning with it. 120 point move in the last half an hour kills your option prices rapidly upside, right? I am personally seeing this stock is continuing the weakness, right? The stock is continuing the weakness. What is the other stock which is weak today? ICICI, which was actually holding the fort in the first half yesterday, in this last half it actually fell. In my daily analysis I said this both are looking now ready for a fall. I was hoping ICICI will be able to hold on to 936. It has not. Next level of support is at 930. Yes, the level was 43,500 P. If the market crosses 43,517, I want to wait at 30 to 34. If 43,500 PE crosses 154, I would take running entry at 154 with a 24 point stop loss. My targets are 220, 270 and 350 there, right? If it comes down to 35, then the targets are slightly different, right? So these two things are understood. ICICI and HDFC guys are understood. The pairs in it, right? Kotak is strong, closing candle above, it opened, it swept the closing candle from yesterday, it has retested it once. Second time, if it retests 1911, it can actually give you 5 to 6 point fall. The way components are positioned, if for half an hour everything consolidates, guys, Kotak, HDFC, ICICI, stop loss for 43,500, Mukund, 43, okay guys, we'll come to that. See, there are two scenarios. I'll repeat that. Let me just complete the component analysis. Right now, nothing will happen. Don't be in a rush, guys. I'm again saying, in this market, learn to be very, very patient. You take your 2 or 3 entries in a day and make money and pack your bags. The day you arrive at that Zen stage, आपका पैसा बहुत बनेगा. ठीक है? Now coming to the next one, right? If you see, this pair has aligned nicely. Kotak and HDFC has aligned nicely. यहाँ पे ना थोड़ा उल्टा सीधा हो रहा है. क्यों? एक्सिस एक्चुअली बुलिश ही है. एक्सिस में अभी तक कोई बड़ा ब्रेकडाउन नहीं आया. या तो ये न्यूट्रल या तो ये बुलिश ही रहेगा. बट यहाँ पे अब एक चार्ट पैटर्न बन रहा है. व्हाट इज़ अ चार्ट पैटर्न? सी दिस. देयर इज़ अ चार्ट पैटर्न विच इज़ फॉर्मिंग. दिस इज़ नॉट अ सिमेट्रिकल ट्रायंगल. This is actually an ascending triangle. If this breaks down 912, you can see 2-4 point move quickly. Axis में ज़्यादा bearishness की expectation मत करना. Multiple levels of support है. It is not a bullish pennant. It is not a bullish pennant, right? Pennant का structure थोड़ा अलग होता है. SBI, which was again neutral, is again aligning towards the bear side. And the biggest one, right, IndusInd, which was yesterday helping BankNifty to stay float, has actually fallen down. अभी ये जो भी consolidation करके 1257 से अगर ये फिर गिरता है, this time it will not hold the levels of 1248, right? So components are more or less telling a story that BankNifty could fall. Will it fall or not? We don't know. Now our condition on spot is getting met. Getting met. Right? Now I am waiting for this particular thing to actually give me a move. Right? I am waiting for this particular thing to give me a move. Right? In the future, if I am not, see, right now it's broken the key levels. I am not seeing any volume to come here, right? I am not seeing any volume. See, this was a volume candle, right? Forget this. This is the move from yesterday, right? In the morning, when this volume came, this is actually a hammer which was formed at the support of the morning, right? This was a hammer which was formed at the support. Here the buying emerged because you have a big wick, right? It is red in color, but this kind of volume typically has invited buying. So since morning, if you see, there are more and more buyers who have entered at this support level. ठीक है? ये futures का volume actually, yeah, PVH 43,500 PE buy levels are either it comes and sweeps all the way down to 34, right? Or I want a consolidation, a breakout from 154, right? A breakout from 154. Okay, the VIX is rising, which is good. So everything is aligning, right? And I want a consolidation here after 215, 230. If this move happens, this one can go all the way from say 154, right? 154 is where I want to buy, keeping a stop loss of roughly 24 points, right? And then I will target these levels 220, 270 and 340, right? Is it understood? Any questions? Yeah, cool. I am still waiting. I am not in a rush to take the entry. I am still waiting. I am not in a rush to take entry, right? I am still waiting. I am not in a rush to make an entry. Components are more or less telling me a story that it wants to go down because ICICI, HDFC are more or less aligned, right? It is ICICI is near its support, but this can actually break down now because it's been consolidating here for a long time and towards the near end. Yeah. Kailash, I would prefer an institutional strike. I would prefer an institutional strike because there the liquidity is the highest, right? There the liquidity is the highest, which is where I prefer an institutional strike. Yeah, I prefer an institutional strike because there it is the highest, right? We are still waiting to see, right? I am again saying there is no long in the market. You wait for these levels, right? We wait for these levels and go, right? We wait for these levels. Once our levels trigger, we take an entry. Once our levels trigger only, then we take an entry. We don't rush into our entries, right? पीसफुल फाइनेंसिंग, आई रिस्पेक्ट योर ओपिनियन. आपको कुछ भी काम का नहीं लग रहा है, आप छोड़ के जाइए ना. आप क्यों वेबिनार में आए? मैंने तो आपको इनवाइट नहीं किया, राइट? मैंने तो डाला है एक मैसेज. बहुत लोग डेली आते हैं, दे आर लर्निंग समथिंग. इफ़ यू आर फीलिंग कंटिन्यूसली कि कोई कुछ काम का नहीं है, तो आप छोड़ के चले जाइए. वाई आर यू टेकिंग सो मच स्ट्रेन? डोंट टेक सो मच स्ट्रेन. ट्रेडिंग इज़ एनी विच इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट. एंड आप अगर इतने ही अच्छे ट्रेडर है, आप लाइव ट्रेड करिए यार. आप काम की चीज़ बताइए. आई एम नॉट वरीड अबाउट दीज थिंग्स, राइट? सो प्लीज़ spend your energies there. I don't want to waste my energies, right? ठीक है. So get where you are getting good. काम की चीज़ें आपको जहाँ मिल रही है, प्लीज़ वहाँ पे जाइए. There are a couple of people who keep joining these sessions. I don't know why, and they keep spreading lot of negativity. I am not interested in that. ठीक है. We are waiting, right? We are waiting for our levels to execute. Again I am saying this is not a tip providing channel. We are helping traders learn setups, right? Trade things with discipline and have patience to take the trade. I don't want people to make 10, 20, 30 entries. I always encourage people to take less entries so that they can be more profitable, right? In trading as a career, less is more. Less is more. The day you get it, your appropriate risk reward, you would always do well, right? You would always do well. See, again, while we are talking, while the market is falling, right? If you see the candles are forming down, the PE prices are actually not showing that movement. So the movement is only happening in the spot chart. It is not happening here, right? It is not happening on the put chart, right? 43,300. Kailash, let me look at it. It's an interesting, okay, so see, if this area breaks, right, you could get a fall till 43. See, at 10 rupees if I buy, right, I can see a move happening till 18 or 20 rupees, right? Because this can get stopped anywhere between 43, 280 to 240, right? I may want to see it. I may want to see it around 215, right? We will see it. But ideally, I would prefer looking at this institutional strike, right? I would prefer looking at this institutional strike, right? We'll now start observing our setup. We will now start observing our setup, which I have posted for free on YouTube channel, right? For people who have not seen it, please see the expiry setup that I have posted, right? What do, guys? We actually go to open interest and start analyzing the abnormal option behavior, right? We start looking at abnormal option build up which is happening. So since morning, here I had 5,31,000 contracts, right? Since morning, if you see, this guy was in charge, 43,500 put was in charge, because there were 33 lakh contracts since morning. They were continuously adding positions. Nowhere a significant position has been added. Sorry, 43,500. Sorry. This got updated to 40. Okay, we'll stay on 43,500. Sorry, guys. 66 lakh versus 23 lakh, right? Yesterday. So here there were 50 lakhs in the yesterday evening. Here there would be 23 lakhs. 12 lakh got added in the morning, right? So since morning, these guys were in control, but they started covering their positions, right? So if you see, this covering has already happened in 43,500. This guy is now no longer in control. It does not help us analyze our hero zero trade using our setup here, right? Because the covering has already started around 130. We'll go to 43,400 put, right? 43,400 put throughout the day. Now here the writing has happened. Ideally, if between 2 to 2:30 or by 2:45 I see a solid writing happening in this put, this put comes down to 15 or 20 rupees, I can actually buy this as a hero zero, right? I can buy this as a hero zero because my market is also trading between 400 and 460, right? This could be a good hero zero for me. I will just switch it out to 43,400, right? I have not analyzed 43,400 from a setup standpoint, guys. I have not analyzed it from a setup standpoint, right? Setup I have clearly posted on the YouTube channel. Everyone can look at it. Now, do you guys see this equal lows being formed here? Guys, say quickly yes. If you guys are able to observe these, just quickly say yes. Yeah, if these equal lows are being spotted, right? These equal lows are nothing but your liquidity. If it comes all the way down, right? If it comes all the way down, I want this, right? In 1 minute, I want this to actually come down all the way down, sweep this area, come to somewhere between 16 and 12, form a large wick and then go up. We will buy it at 21. Again I am saying, don't punch an order in advance. Let it come to 16 or 12. Let it come to 16 or 12, right? In a move, let it come above 21. We will punch this order. The reason why I am saying it, and guys who have not watched my video, again go back and see 43,400 put writer, right, has been in control. I want this guy to cover the positions. This guy has been, right, I want this guy to cover the position. Guys, any question on this setup, please ask. Kailash, 43,400 PE I would not suggest right now. I would wait, and I would like to take 43,400 PE or 43,500 PE. 43,400 PE could be my hero zero because prices could come crashing down. Okay, as we are saying, the prices are coming down, right? As we are saying, the prices are coming down, which is fine. Now here we don't keep your eyes on spot chart. Spot should not cross 43,517, right? That is where I am saying, don't be in a hurry to take a trade. Don't be in a hurry to take a trade. This is happening well because this side is continuously writing, right? Here there is this, apart from one minor blip, they have also returned and they are also trying to gain foothold. Let's see if 43,300 people have started. Okay, here also the call writer is writing, put writer is also strongly writing, right? It's okay, but actually if you see, 43,500 has been completely decimated, guys. 43,500 has been completely decimated. Even with this one going up, you see the put writers are exiting their position, the put writers are exiting their position, right, which is good, which says that somewhere 43,500 could lend resistance to the market, right. None of our positions have been created till now. I want this to be swept, right, I want this to be swept in 1 minute, and then I will see once an entry is there I will update it on the chat section, right. The VIX went up and it again came down, right. So VIX went up and again came down. Guys, we will get a good zero hero. Again I am saying this move upside was good. I wanted this move upside so that the premium price is cool slightly, right. 43,500 PE has come all the way down to 69, right, which is very good, which is very good. We are still waiting to see if we are getting our hero zero. Kailash, this is where I don't like very far hero zeros, because at 10 rupees they are available now, right. Rather we wait, at 10 rupees we'll get a better entry, right. Guys, are you getting the concept? Are you guys getting the concept in terms of how we determine the hero zero? For people who are joining new, I see that today our live session has got maximum number of people. I've generally done it with, we started with 20-25 people, then it increased gradually to 40s, 50s, lastly we were getting 60 odd people. Last 2 days we have been getting 80s, but today we have touched 86 to 90 people, right, which clearly says that people are enjoying or learning something, right. Again I am saying, do not enter CE side. CE side could be a trap for me to enter a CE, right. I need a closing somewhere above this, right. Till that closing comes I am not interested, right. My option prices are crashing, which is what I wanted. Guys, this is something that we said, let it come and sweep, right. Let it come and sweep, we will get our entry then, right. Let it come and sweep. We are continuously refreshing and seeing if whatever we are planning. Okay, here the shorts have covered, which is good. Here the shorts have built. I want these guys to build very good position. I wanted these guys to build very good position. They have not built. It's okay, we are waiting, don't be in a rush to take an entry, right. Don't be in a rush to take an entry. I want this level to be swept below so that I can make an entry here, right. I want, again, key rule of zero hero, we should not enter with more than 10% of profit. Stop losses are zero, right. Stop losses are zero there. Generally I ask people to exit around 3 or 5 rupees. Entries are generally available between 12 to 16 rupees, right. So that 10 rupees should not dent more than 10% of their profit. Guys, again I am saying, zero zero, the rules are very simple. Again, as I have mentioned, we are not CB registered advisors, so always, right, make your independent financial decision. We are doing this for a learning. There is a setup basis which we are trading, right. That setup is posted on YouTube, and it also has certain case studies, right. So now I am again looking at it, right. Major change where the only strong bank, which was Axis, right. Everyone else has pulled along with Axis, but Axis was actually strong as compared to everyone else. This is a big candle of 5 points in Axis, right, which is okay. We are still waiting. We are waiting for our setup to trigger. So this officially comes in. I am still waiting for my setup to come in, right. I am still waiting for my setup to come in, right. Guys, did you see 43,500 PE? 43,500 PE was trading around 120, right. When we started the analysis, it is trading around 48 to 50 now, right. It is trading around 48 to 50 now, which is where I say always wait for your entries. We have a setup, let the setup get confirmed, we will get a decent entry there, right. Again, the reason why we are not prompting any call movements, right? Or we are not looking at any hero zero for call. So if you see, right, this is actually going up with very thin volumes, right? Plus market has taken a resistance. So I have this 70-point cushion. By that time I will be able to make an informed decision, right, whether I can get a call also. Again, when you are seated on in front of your trading terminal, जिद पे नहीं बैठना है, हमें कॉल या पुट दोनों मिल सकता है. हमारा सेटअप हमें गाइड करेगा, प्रोसेस हमें गाइड करेगा कि हमें क्या करना है. ठीक है, सेटअप एंड प्रोसेस बोथ विल गाइड. डोंट बी इन अ रश टू टेक अ ट्रेड. डोंट बी इन अ रश टू टेक अ ट्रेड. आई एम स्टिल वेटिंग गाइज. दैट स्वीप हैज़ हैपेंड. आई एम वेटिंग. सी नाउ आई नीड टू सी in 1 minute, right? Can I get this? Guys, this is all live, right? This is all live, right? वो जादूगरी हम बाद में चार्ट बनने के बाद नहीं करते, हम चार्ट बनने के पहले बोलते हैं सब कुछ. ठीक है. सो नाउ हियर आई वांट अ स्वीप. आई वांट अ स्वीप, देन आई विल एंटर अबाउट 22.6. If I get a sharp sweep, I will, again I'm repeating the levels guys, if I get a sharp sweep in 1 minute, I will enter about 22.6. My target one, very simply put, will be this. It's a zero hero trade, right? So you will get one move till 49, right? That move should happen and close itself by 230, right? By 230. So I am this, the reason why, again, setup video guys, please check my setup video. If you see, right, 43,500 which has gradually started. So this guy has written, the writing is not much. I would have hoped 15-20 lakh contract would have been written here. Our hero zero would have been spectacular, right? But this guy is clearly confused. The new writers who have come in here, they will get butchered. They will get butchered here, right? I am hoping for killing them. I am hoping for killing them. Our hero zero, let's see if it has triggered or not. Okay, wait, we are waiting. We are still waiting for our levels to trigger, right? Be patient, you will get a good hero zero. Once it triggers, you can enter and quickly exit, right? It's triggered guys, it's triggered. It is triggered. It is triggered, right? 24, 26, right guys? 20% is done. 20% is done, right? 20% is done guys. Analysis, did you guys like it or no? Please tell me, how was the analysis? Right, how was the analysis? Right, everyone at least enjoyed the analysis, right? Trade will continue going in our favor guys, just wait and watch, right? I said VIX also, VIX is not shooting up, which is fine, right? Now this candle, once it closes below 43,480, this can rocket up. This can rocket up, right? This can rocket up. I wanted a quick move, this did not happen. I wanted a quick move, this did not happen, which is okay. But hero zero at least, right? Hero zero at least directionally we could figure out the right direction in hero zero, right? We could figure the right direction in hero zero, right? I am still waiting guys, I am still waiting. If this support holds true, I will continue holding this one. If it breaks, then I will have to rethink, right? If it breaks, then I will have to rethink. Guys, are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? Is everyone able to make sense of the analysis on the hero zero, right? We got a decent trade. We got a decent trade, right? We got a decent trade. I am still holding. The reason is, and see this 43,500, the new call writers who have come here, I want to ensure that I am able to make money out of them. This side was continuously confused. In the second half, these guys wrote more. I want to actually get these guys to cover their contracts, and that is where I make my money in the hero zero trade. Guys, is it okay? This one is actually continuously shunting between 24 and 18. I will wait. If it takes my SL, I would give the SL. right? If it takes, I would give my SL. But again, don't jump onto the call side. Market has given no indication till this high is taken out, right? Do not even think of getting on the call side. They will actually take away your stop loss. Market is giving no indication of a call. Market is giving no indication of a call. I am again repeating, it is giving no indication of a call. Do not enter a call right now, because it will be to trap people, right? It will be to trap people. Till this point gets taken out, there is no call. Till this point gets taken out, there is no call. Right? Again, if the SL hits, we'll take the SL. It moved barely 20%, which is not a good move for 0 hero, right? If the SL hits, we take the SL. Guys, if the SL hits, we take the SL, right? If the SL hits, we take the SL. The move happened only 20%. Typically, that is not a good 0 hero move, right? It is not a good 0 hero move if it has only moved 20 points, right? 20%, right? I don't, then we exit, right? I will wait and see in this candle. If it doesn't come above 16, we will exit this trade. We will exit this trade, right? At the levels it is trading, this one will make it difficult for this option to completely recover. We wait. Again, I'm saying don't switch on to the CE side. It will be very difficult. It will be very difficult, right? If this trade doesn't work, we will not, again, for me, the hero zero, I am not gonna switch the direction for a simple reason. 500 CE has got good premium of 25 to 30 points, right? So I am not interested in going with that. I want to continue focusing on these guys who can be covering their positions, right? I would like to, the VIX has been a spoil sport. I was hoping the VIX will climb up soon. It has not done. Again, I am saying I will not enter a call because this is a resistance. I will not enter a call, right? I am still seeing if this can actually give results, good results, right? This is still continuing to trade below, right? This is continuing to trade below. I would wait and see if we get a sweep candle here, right? I would wait and see if we get a sweep candle here. It's a monthly expiry, guys. You would see some extremely heavy movements here. Do not be surprised, right? The only problem here is our trade. Now that Bank Nifty has gone right above 43,500, right? This movement now becomes very difficult. It could DK premiums both side. Right? I would recommend people to exit here. Take the 12-point loss at 9. Exit at 9. Exit, right? At 9 exit. At 9 exit, guys, because ideally with this candle I wanted to see if this can go up or not, right? But clearly there is no hero zero for me on the call side. I am waiting and seeing if a trade gets generated now. I am waiting to see if a trade gets generated or not, right? I hope everyone has taken out their stop losses. Taken out as in you have booked your stop losses, right? We will see if there is a trade. We will see. But clearly the call side is not giving me any comfort. See, this move has happened without volume, so I am not comfortable going on the call side, right? I am not comfortable going on the call side, but it's a coordinated move. Actually, if you see HDFC, Kotak, everyone, this guy is big, right? Axis has actually moved well, right? Axis has actually moved well, right? I am still saying do not jump onto the call side, because this area will continue to act as a resistance, right? You need a solid closing above 43,629 to actually do something, right? It is not giving. I think it could decay both 43,500 and 600 CE and PE, right? It has decayed 43,500 PE. Now we wait and watch if 43,600 CE also could be decayed, right? It's a wait and watch for me. The SL, I have taken the SL here. I have taken the SL here, right? It's an interesting expiry. Shorts are covering. But I still want to wait and see, right? If I get a good hero zero, we'll wait and see, right? Clearly these are the guys that I want to force them to cover, right? Throughout the day these guys were in ascendancy. I want to see if they will cover their positions, right? If they will cover their positions or not. I want to see this thing. If they can cover their positions, I will get another trade on hero zero, which will again be on the put side only. It will again be on the put side only. I am not looking at a call. Call looks difficult from a hero zero standpoint. There are lots of resistances here, right? There are loads of resistances. Neither the spot nor the components are talking about anything which can suggest a bullish move. There is no suggestion. See, this is all resistance. 1, 2, this is supply, this is also at resistance, right? I am not comfortable to go long. Rather, I may not take a trade rather than forcefully pushing myself to take a hero zero, right? I may not take a trade, right? We see 43,500 PE. We see 43,500 PE. This one clearly looks difficult from a recovery standpoint, because it's actually fallen way below, right? I want to see 43,500 PE. If a hero zero has to come, will come here, right? I will take this above 41. I will take this above 41. My targets will be 65 and 100 and say 65, 85 and 118, right? But I am not interested to take a hero zero in the side of call, for a simple reason that this here is a resistance, right? Here is a resistance. Till this actually closes above, right? I am not interested to enter a call. Guys, I hope logic is clear. I hope logic is clear for everyone, right? In terms of why we have chosen a particular side, the logic is clear. Then I think we are on the same page, right? If the logic is clear, we are on the same page, right? I am still saying I am not looking at going hero zero here, for a simple reason that the call premiums, right, could actually decay. Market is at 43.5 when it was at 575. This is trading at 115. 40 rupees premium easily can decay, right? Easily can decay. I am still waiting for my hero. See, this could be my hero zero trade above 42. I would enter here, right? Above 42 I could enter here and then take a stop loss, but this could be my hero zero. I need to see if my options here, right, are getting covered, right? I need to see if my options here are getting covered. The logic is pretty simple. This, for the last 2 to 3 hours, right, this is the host, this guy is the guest. He is forcefully entered in his position. Now I want to ensure that these guys are covering their positions. See, the VIX is not supporting us. The VIX is definitely not supporting us in the moves, right? Although spot is clearly not given any indication of going up. Spot has not given any indication of going up, right? This has not triggered, so I am not worried. This has not triggered, so I am not worried. Components, Axis is definitely going up. Kotak only about 1924 is up, right? HDFC has some legs before we can consider it as bullish or neutral, right? So wait and watch, guys. For me right now, I am not looking at taking a bullish side trade, right? I am not looking at any bull side trade, guys. I am not looking at any bull side trades. I am on a wait and watch. I am on a wait and watch. We will get a trade. Just wait, just hold on. We'll get a trade, right? I want to see if this guy is covering his position or not. Okay, there is heavy short covering. There is a heavy short covering on the call writer's side, which is a surprise. We wait and we see, right? This long build up here. Okay, so clearly market at 43.65 between 575 and 580, right, will continue facing resistance. I would personally not look at, I would want to see if these put writers, right, are running for cover or not. Again, I am saying I don't have a hero zero on the call side. I don't have a hero zero on the call side, right? I am entering 43,500 PE at 25. I am entering 43,500 PE at 25. If it comes again, I will enter here, right? Again, I am saying 43,500 PE will be my hero zero. I will enter it, right? I am again saying don't enter on the call side. It is gonna trap. It is gonna trap, right? Upside my entry gets triggered around 47. Upside now my entry gets triggered around 47. I am not looking at a hero zero on the put on the call side. I am looking at the fresh put writers to cover their position. I am looking at fresh put writers to cover their position, guys. I would look at an entry at the breakout. At this breakout, I would look at the entry. We still have half an hour, 45 minutes. Don't be in a rush to take a trade. I hope nobody is trapped on the short side, guys. I hope nobody is trapped on the short side. I hope nobody is trapped on the short side, right? I am still looking at my setup. I still don't see any comfort in going with hero zero on the call side. The reason is very simple. If I look at this spot chart, what happened? Okay, we just wait, right? If you see this has a solid resistance from a price action standpoint, right? There is a solid resistance, so I am not seeing any movement there. I am not seeing any movement there. Guys, are you able to hear me? I'm not seeing any comments. I am again saying there is wait today. It's a game of patience. Just wait. No setups are getting created for taking a hero zero, right? This movement has happened above VWAP 87 to 109, right? This 22 point movement was very difficult to catch, right? Wait, guys. The hero zero will come on this side only. The hero zero will come on this side only. It will come on this side only. I am looking at hero zero only on the side of puts, right? I am looking at 43,500 PE. The problem is today both sides there are good premiums. There are good premiums, right? If I look at options premium, both sides there are good premium. Both sides there are good premium. Put side there is these premiums are just not there, right? Call side there are more premiums than put. 43,600 is a resistance, right? 43,600 is a resistance. How did we determine 43,600 as a resistance? If you guys see on the OI analysis tab, right, if you see 43,600, there is no fresh writing, right? There is no fresh writing. I am expecting one round of dip from there, right? I am expecting one round of dip from there. We will only buy once our setup triggers, otherwise we wait and we watch, right? We wait and we watch. Don't be in a rush. I hope nobody is trapped on the long side. Guys, wait, I am unable to see the comments from anyone. Wait. I don't know, I am unable to see comments from anyone. Right, I am unable to see. Guys, Hero 0 will come only above. Hero 0 will come only above. This one, right, has to break above 47, right? You can enter this. It's a slightly bigger, we have gone for a wider one, right? We have gone for the wider one. For some reason my comment section was not getting updated, right? Yeah, the problem, Utkarsh, today is the market has actually, see, look at this chart. Let's look at this chart, right? There was a trend line which was defending it, right? I said here or sometime here, right, I don't want 43,535 to be breached upside, right? If you see, there were multiple resistance here, 43,535 and 575, right? This would not give people to write at 43,600. Your 43,600, right, call writer would only get scared once you start covering. Why would they cover the position? Only once these people exit, right? It has to close above this. With multiple resistances, it is very difficult to break this with multiple resistances, right? Now the problem is there is a support downside, there is a resistance upside. High probability between 43,488 and 43,580, right? They will play the entire 1 hour. I am still waiting for my Hero to 0 now, right? I gave one stop loss, but I said people don't enter here. This is a trap, right? I hope nobody is stuck between 112 to 72. I hope nobody is stuck there, right? I hope nobody is stuck there, right? Yeah, that 25 one whoever has taken would have exited, right? 25 whoever has taken would have exited. If yes, exit, right? Wait now for another move above 47. Don't hold on to your entries more. We gave one stop loss of, I'm not, okay, that's fine, right? Don't take entries, sir, if your past expiries have been bad. Good, Pivish, you made money, but you have also lost 12 rupees in the last call, right? So you are net, you are, see again, 2 rupees here and there, I consider it as a loss only because you end up paying brokerage, right? So I don't consider it as a success. I will be very transparent in the trades that I am giving, right? Net, it's a 2 rupees that you have made, right? With 12 rupee loss, you can consider it as a brokerage that will go, right? So we wait for our entries now. Yes, it's okay. You are in profit, but it is not a profit considering that generally you would end up paying taxes and transaction charges, right? I am still saying wait, we have time, right? The problem that you can see on the chart, guys, the problem that you can see on the chart, right? Upside there is a resistance. If this trend line would have not breached, this would have become a double resistance. Now, right, I am seeing a very good chance. Full day it can trade between 43,577, full day as in the last 40-50 minutes, 43,577 and 43,480, right? If that happens, they can take both 43,500 PE and 43,600 CE to 0. Why am I saying it? Look at this, right? The volumes did not come. See, I was saying volumes are not coming here when it is going down, right? The volumes are not coming here as well, right? It's a monthly expiry. Without volumes, it's very difficult to determine which side the market wants to go. Now, interestingly, this piece of data on options premium, right? It actually says where do I have more premiums to write. Now think of it, put a option seller's hat. Here there are no premiums to write. ठीक है, ये मैं लिखूंगा तो ये मेरे सर पे पड़ेगा. यहाँ पे सडनली अब कॉल का कोई प्रीमियम नहीं है, पुट का प्रीमियम्स है. कॉल का कोई प्रीमियम नहीं है, पुट का प्रीमियम. अगर आप ऑप्शन राइटर हो, इफ़ यू आर एन ऑप्शन राइटर, विल यू राइट दिस पुट और you will write this call? Will you write the put or will you write the call? Where will you make more money? There are no premiums left in call. You would write a put premium, right? The open interest data and premiums is giving a very interesting story, right? It is giving a very, very interesting story. I am still saying we may get one more call, right? One more call as in we will get one more trade on the put side. We will get one more trade on the put side. Just wait, right? Just wait. Components are all at resistance except axis, which is at a supply. Rest all are at resistance. IndusInd is also at a resistance. Axis is at supply, right? So I am still saying wait. We will get an entry. 43,500 कॉल साइड, पुट साइड में कोई प्रीमियम नहीं है, कॉल साइड में प्रीमियम ज़्यादा है. आपको ट्रेड यहाँ पे एक अच्छा मिलेगा, राइट? आपको एक अच्छा ट्रेड यहाँ पे मिलेगा, राइट? आई एम अगेन सेइंग वेट, विल गेट. या yes, I want to kill. Yes, that should be the approach. The reason I am saying it, go back to the setup video, Utkarsh. If you remember, right, when the option writers throughout the day have written in one direction, throughout the day they have been writing in one direction, they would not like to cede control to the other party, right? Typically these guys, these new guys who have come in, right, these are the people that I want to kill. These are the people that I want to kill, right? For that to happen, the moment short covering starts here, you can take the trade. The short covering has, see, throughout the day, these guys, beginning of the day, right, the positions were there, but from here the writers kept writing, right, and at the end these guys did a covering, right? But this side was more confused. Now the moment they start covering these positions, I will go full-fledged on the put side to take a good entry and make my hero zero. I am again saying, do not right now go on the call side. 43,600 is not writing. 43,500 premiums are very high, right? The only thing which is favoring bulls right now is VIX is low. The only thing which is favoring bulls is VIX is low, right? Components, Axis Bank is fully in favor of bulls, right? Rest nothing is favoring. Guys, are you guys understanding any, as in, is the setup clearly understood? Is the approach clearly understood, right? YouTube is not frozen. I am actually on the, yeah, cool, right? We wait. See, again, option trading, be very patient, right? The only entry which can come to me on the call side will come here above 120, right? By that time I am expecting the market to actually take out the resistance. But again, if you ask me, heart come in the heart, right, I don't want to take this trade on the call side because here there is a resistance. I want to see a solid body closing above it to actually get some confidence, right? I want to see a solid body closing to get some confidence there, right? Else I would not take a hero zero trade, which is still okay for me, right? Else I would not take a zero hero trade, right? I will see, again, the reason I am not getting any confidence here is the premiums are high. The option writers have just started entering in, but 43,600 call writer has not, okay, here, right? See, again, put writer is continuously exiting, right? I am not confident of the up move. I am not confident of the up move for a simple reason. Price action is not supporting it and this is also not supporting it, right? I would say the only thing which is in favor is Axis Bank and VIX, right? The only thing which is in favor is Axis Bank and VIX. If you see, these premiums will get eaten both the sides, right? 43,500 PE they have eaten. I feel 43,600 CE also they will write. It will be a very, yes, it would be a very difficult Hero Zero to take, right? This actually, if you see, right, Hero Zero went up to VWAP and dhadam, from there it fell 22 points. It will be a very, very difficult Hero Zero to take. Guys, again I am saying, do not be in a rush. Do not be in a rush, right? I only want to take a trade if this crosses. Now I need a high to be taken out around 32. If I get this one, I will take it with the stop loss of 12 points, right? Otherwise I would avoid Hero Zero. Yeah, it's down to 5. No, it's fine. As in, see, first one we took the SL, right? Around 10 we took the SL. Second one we got a 25 to 39, we got a 14 point move. So first one we took a 12 point SL, second one we got 14 points, right? Right now I am not seeing any trade on the long side, right? And I am seeing both sides to be taken out today, right? 43,500 PE and C. The reason, if you very simply put, C, right? Look at these premiums, right? The premiums are more on the call, on the put side rather than the calls. Okay, now the call premium is increasing, right? They will continue writing calls. They will continue writing calls, right? They will make it very difficult. The difference is not, difference is 16 rupees, right? But I feel somewhere, right, this price action chart is not giving me any confidence to go long. Right now there is no setup for me personally. I would not take a trade, right? If I get this above 54, I will enter. If I get this above 54, I may enter, but I'll have to wait. See, this is the problem. The moment it goes up, right, it is coming shooting down. Call I would avoid, guys. Call completely avoid. Yeah, call completely avoid. It is sweeping both sides. It will not give you a good entry and it will take away all the money. This could be a day where they are eating premiums both the sides. This could be the day they are eating premiums both the sides. This is what I am seeing could happen. I would personally avoid Hero Zero, right? I would personally avoid Hero Zero because I am seeing premiums eating both sides. This was a resistance since morning. This could continue to become the resistance in the last half. To take this out, it will take a good momentum. I am not seeing that momentum coming in the market. I am not seeing this momentum in the market, right? There is no momentum in the market. I would say wait rather than entering a wrong trade. See, the call premiums are also getting destroyed, but this call premiums are also getting destroyed, right? Look at this sweep. This is where I am not comfortable to take a call entry. Personally, I feel the closing will be around 43,550, right? Personally, I feel the closing will be around 43,550, right? Somewhere between 550 and 512 they will close the market. Both sides could go for a toss, guys. I'm again saying, don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush. This is a surprise candle for many, right? 43,600. Now gradually these guys are writing. Let them write. No, Dushyant, wait. The setup itself is not forming. How can we take a trade? The setup has to form. Again, I'm saying my setup is not forming here, right? I would avoid taking a trade because my setup itself is not forming. I need to see the confused side actually start covering the options. They are not. I need to see the देखो setup बहुत ही simple है. Yeah, ऐसे दिनों में both sides after 3 PM Utkarsh, you are right. See, my setup is simple, right? Since the morning, the side which was in control, there is an unwinding which happened here, right? This side is confused throughout the day. They start writing. Now I want to see these guys covering. तो 2-3 चीज़ें हो गई, ठीक है, 2-3 चीज़ें हो गई. येस राइट. मुझे यहाँ पे एक्चुअली ये ऊपर जा रहा है ना, कोई कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं आ रहा है टू टेक अ ट्रेड राइट. वाई? Because if I see components are not supporting, right, barring axis, again I am saying axis is positive, barring axis no one is supporting this move. VIX definitely is supporting the upside move, right? VIX is supporting the upside move. But if I look at bank nifty, right, the bank nifty chart here is still continuously in this resistance zone. I am not getting any confidence to go long, because any point of time this market goes long, from there it falls 30-40 points. The option premiums, it's very easy in the hindsight to say कि option तो 20 से 60 गया, बीच बीच में 30-30 40-40 पॉइंट का मूव जब नीचे मार रहा है आपका SL चले जाएगा, right? The SL will go. So we are waiting right now. My setup has not triggered. Again I am saying my setup has not triggered. I am waiting for this setup to give the result, right? My setup has not triggered. Till this covering comes, I am not interested in taking a trade. Right? This is a good, again I am pretty sure someone who would have taken a bullish trade would have made some money, but at least my setup from a bull side has not triggered. मेरा सेटअप बुल साइड में ट्रिगर नहीं हुआ है. आई वुड अवॉइड. द रीज़न इज कंपोनेंट वाइज इफ आई सी ओनली एक्सिस इज सपोर्टिंग दैट बुलिश साइड मूव. विक्स डेफिनेटली इज सपोर्टिंग द बुल्स, राइट. आई एम नॉट डिस्प्यूटिंग इट, राइट. but everything else from a price action and every standpoint is saying, and guys again let's admit this is a monthly expiry. इसमें बहुत सारा खेल तो प्रीमियम एडजस्टमेंट का होता है, रोल ओवर ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स का होता है. अगर आप लास्ट 2-3 दिन से देखेंगे मार्केट हैज़ बीन रेंज बाउंड, तो ये जो दोनों साइड के मूवमेंट है ये आपको मंथली एक्सपायरी में दिखेंगे ही दिखेंगे. दैट इज़ वेयर मंथली एक्सपायरी इज़ वेरी वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू ट्रेड. Monthly expiry is very difficult to trade because the premiums keep getting adjusted both the sides. Your moves don't happen. Yeah, the recovery could be due to VIX. The VIX is low, but Axis has actually given a good. If you see Axis chart, right, it is actually moved very well. 9 points in Axis with the support from 4 points from here, and generally Axis and ICICI move together, right? So Axis, IndusInd and the other components small bit, right? There Axis is definitely given good move, and I said when I started the session also, right, Axis is not looking weak, right? Axis is not looking weak. So my setup has not triggered. I will not take an entry because the setup we have to respect, right? We have to respect the setup if it is not triggering. Clearly for me there is no bull side trade till this candle closing actually happens above these levels, right? There is no entry because since the morning this was actually giving a no worries Dushyant, no worries. Yeah, when there is no trade don't take it, right? जबरदस्ती ट्रेड लेने से पैसा जाएगा, right? 12-15 candle can be considered as a trap. This one actually this entire zone, Utkarsh is still in discount right now. I would wait, but yeah, this is not exactly a trap candle, right? See, now the last thing that can happen is any move above 43,660, I can go all the way up to 43,800, right? So that could be one interesting trade that I can see, but I'll have to wait for a setup to confirm. Right now I am not feeling confident because Axis is bullish, right? Everything else is in a range, right? Everything else is in a range. So who is sponsoring this move? Primarily Axis and IndusInd, right? VIX is definitely low. So that is where I said, right, when I started the session, when the VIX is low, the panic is not there in the market. At any given point of time, the reversals could come, right? At any given point of time in the market, the reversals could come, right? For anyone who wants to buy a zero hero, can actually buy 43,600 CE at 90 and then try and run that trade, right? My entry has triggered here at 90, 95, 99. Guys, 10% is done. Exit. Today we will get these erratic moves. I am done. I am out. Today we will get these erratic moves only. Because, and I explained this, it is in this in this vicinity, but if it closes above, this will be a good move. If it closes above, it will be a good move. Again I am saying, don't hold on to your option. See, do you see this sweep? Just target 10% today in Hero Zero, nothing more, nothing less. Reduce your quantity size. Again this is coming. If it goes above 90, 85, right, take an entry. Above 85, take an entry for the target of 100. 15 points, so you have to keep a 8-point SL. 87, right? Today movements will be like this only. Today 90, 91, right? Try to take profits out. Try to take profits out, guys. Try to take profit out. आज movement ऐसे ही रहेंगे. The reason is very clear. यहाँ पे ना कोई writing कर रहे ना कुछ. Guys, take out the profit. The last 2 trades have given us some cushion. Now we wait. After 3 I will get a good trade, and probably I will have to switch my direction. Guys, I will have to switch my direction. The reason for switching the direction is this fellow. It has gone up. It has gone up, right? I will wait for a, see there is a continuous short build up only, right? You will get another trade. I've got some cushion because of these 2 moves. I've got cushion of 15 to 20 points now. I am waiting. Let this come all the way down to 53, guys, all the way down to 53. Let this one come all the way down to 53. Between 53 and 44, if you guys get a good 1 minute candle between, again guys, listen this carefully, 70 members are there, right? 53 to 44, if you guys get a good cushion here, right, let the candles come down, you can take a trade which can go right up to 98, right? The reason I am switching my direction, let me give you guys the logic. Zerodha is hung. The reason I am switching my logic is it went above, it is not sweeping. It's nearly 3 o'clock, guys. You will get an entry there. You will get an entry at the place that I am saying. Just wait for that entry. नहीं आता है तो छोड़ दो. We had 1 SL. Important thing, we had 1 SL, 3 entries. We have been able to create some cushion. We are net positive now. We are net positive now. Take very small quantity. We have had to change our direction because the spot has actually closed above. The spot has closed above. All these are now aligning, right? Okay, HDFC, we wanted it to break down, it is going up, right? So this is how the monthly expiry rollover plays with us, which is okay. We have made some money, which is okay. We have made some money, right? Our goal is to make money, not be right and wrong in the market. When we are wrong, we take the SL. Very, very simple goal in life, right? Very simple goal in life. This is closing above this resistance. I am seeing one move again. In all probabilities, right, today's daily candle is going to be interesting. हम लोग बेरिश सोच रहे थे और ये बुल लेके आया. Okay, this is okay. There is no problem. Yeah, that is fine. That is fine. Rao sir, that is completely fine. Right? For people who are liking the quality content, please guys, you can like, give your comments, right? I am again saying we were looking at bearish side. Given this candle has actually closed above, we have switched our direction. In between we got couple of good trades. Now I am waiting for a dip here. I am waiting for a dip here to enter my trade. This is how the expiries tend to play. The monthly expiries are very tricky because of this simple reason. The monthly expiries are very tricky because of this simple reason. My system is also saying that it is gonna hang. Guys, avoid now. We have made our money. Avoid guys, avoid. It's blasted up, guys. It's blasted up. It is blasted up. It is blasted up. It is blasted up. We did not get an entry. But again, the switch in position, right? I hope everyone was able to make sense. The switch in position, everyone was able to make sense, right? The switch in position, everyone was able to make sense or no? Right? It's very tricky to trade monthly expiries for this reason. Actually, if you think, right, these calls have actually gone mad. Just imagine the kind of strain the put writers, the call writers will be in. डोंट एंटर नाउ. चलती का नाम गाड़ी में मत बैठना, ये बहुत रुलाएगा. Everything will start crashing, guys, because there are no premiums to write. ये ऐसे ही होता है. These candles are crazy. These candles are crazy. Do not bother to enter here. I am still saying these candles are crazy. You will actually lose money. Do not bother to enter. These candles are crazy. Do not bother to enter. I am again requesting everyone who is there with us, do not enter. It will actually eat away your hard earned capital. It's a very, very interesting expiry. It's a monthly expiry. It happens, right? It happens. And this is how the market actually behaves, right? But I hope people were able to catch the logic. I hope people were able to catch the logic and they had fun trading with us, right? We have 943 subscribers, out of which 90 people were there. At 93 people were there. Now there are 66 people. I hope everyone were able to see. And again, you have to change your direction basis the market, right? There is a sweep candle. It is more a retest. I would not enter now, but this is just for learning. We wait for 5-10 minutes more and see what the market has to do here, right? Do not take a trade now. It will be very, very tricky. The prices are not getting refreshed. Do not take a trade now. It is very, very tricky, right? Do not take a trade now. See, look at this. The premiums have actually crashed from 143 to 89, right, in a matter of minutes. Right, in a matter of minutes, in 3 minutes, right? This is how the monthly expiry, right, which is where it is very dangerous to trade. 70-80 points gone in minutes. $70-80 points gone in a matter of minutes, right? It is a breakout retest, but I want to see a retest happening now, right? I want to see a retest happening now, Utkarsh. If this retest doesn't happen, right, this is also a supply zone. Right? Now I set the level of 53, right? I set the level. I have personally entered some quantity here. Right, yes, I have entered some quantity here, but only I have entered only 6 slots, which is not even 1% of the profit that I would give back, right? But did you see? Okay, yesterday I talked about Shah Rukh Khan candle, guys. Mentorship, Shah Rukh Khan candle, entry मिला Shah Rukh Khan candle पे, guys. Shah Rukh Khan candle पे entry मिला, yes. Shah Rukh Khan candle पे entry मिला के नहीं? शाहरुख खान कैंडल पे एंट्री मिला, yes, it gave an entry on Shahrukh Khan candle. This was the resistance. This got taken out, right? This is the resistance. This is behind. There is a Shahrukh Khan candle here. I gave the level of 53 in this one also, right? It came, retested, boom, it has gone up, right? I only have 4 to 6 slots. I have made 2x. It is okay. It was for only learning. But this candle typically works in the last few days of monthly expiry diligently, right? I taught you guys yesterday, you guys saw it working. How many people had the confidence to trade? I wanted people, okay, you booked 2x, fantastic, Preetham, fantastic. How many booked this Shah Rukh Khan trade? How many booked it? Right? I taught this concept. How many had the confidence? See, theory I will teach. I am sitting live with you guys, right? You will have to start taking these trades. Okay, you didn't take entry, but you booked profit. Okay, in the PE trade. Okay, Tamil, that's fine. But interestingly, did you see it happening live? Did you see it happening live? Yesterday we spoke about candlestick anatomy, right? And I was talking about this candle which happens. See, monthly expiry, na, 1.5 hours, 2 hours betoge, you will get 1 or 2 good trades. And I gave an SL. There is no harm. Again, I am saying there is no harm in taking SL. SL is your best friend. Learn to embrace it. Many people come and think that there will be no SL in the system. No, SLs are bound to happen. I said when you get it near Shah Rukh Khan candle, take an entry, right? This was the level. People who took an entry immediately in 1 to 2 minutes they booked 1:2, right? We learnt it yesterday when I was teaching it. Some of you all took this trade gradually in the 1 month period, right? I want you guys to develop confidence to take these trades, right? To develop confidence to take these trades, right? I also gave this level purely basis this candle, right? I also gave this level purely basis this candle. Rajiv ji, Srajal, Tamil, Utkarsh, everyone, are you seeing these candles actually working in the live market or no? You can say no if it's not working, but candles work, guys. Candles work. Candles work. You need to know how to take a trade on these candles. It's a retouch. You don't enter here. Again, I am saying it's a retouch. Virgin Shah Rukh Khan is what we were looking for. We got our entry. Right? These are, I have very simple setups of trading. I am teaching it to you in the simplest manner. And again, the reason why I became long, very simply, see, again, I was short. This candle closed above. Right? For me, that said that now you will get one long. A virgin Shah Rukh Khan candle, right, typically gives you a good movement, right? It is brilliant that we learned the concept yesterday. I gave a trade yesterday. Many were not sure why I came up with those levels, but it is no, Anirudh, now you need multiple confirmations. Now you don't have an entry blindly. You need multiple confirmations because it is no longer a clean trade, right? I am again repeating, it is no longer a clean trade. When it is not clean, you have to wait because you need confirmations. I would say go very conservative on your trades, right? Now you need confirmation. See, now even though the candle is moving up, the premiums may have not moved much, right? The premiums have not moved much, which is okay. Again, guys, I am saying simple candlesticks, right? You don't need very jazzy things in life. Simple candlesticks will work if you know how to take the trades. Simple candlesticks work, right? If you know how to take the trade, right? Shubham, there is an interesting thing. This is a Ruk Ruk Ke Ana candle. So this is Kaka Kaka Kiran type from Dar, right? This is that candle, and I was teaching these guys this candle yesterday. I had taken an entry. Everyone was amazed as to how I arrived at level. I taught these guys how to derive these levels. Today, fortunately, many of the members were live. Rahul actually took a PE trade. It was a paper trade. Again, I don't want to mislead people. Again, I am correcting myself. I am on social media. I don't want to mislead people, right? Rahul actually took one entry at 80 on a PE trade, right? Rahul actually took an entry at 80 on a PE trade. Basis the same setup. I told him the market was at support, the better entry was down, and that actually went from 80 to 120. It was a 50% move midday, right? Which is fantastic considering that PE premium, right? Anirudhji, you should have just, I think the morning trade, right? We'll look at it, but today there should have been no loss. Our 4 5 entries, there is one stop loss, but the other four have worked good. In our broadcast channel, both the entries have gone well, right? We'll look at it, not an issue, right? Now, yes, right? The other thing that, so Rahul took it, but I had a better entry below, so I told him that yes, the observation is correct, but there was a better space to take an entry below. Luckily, here when we were live, everyone got to see this candle, right? Good thing is people were able to spot and take this entry, right? There is no reference to Shah Rukh Khan. He is a great actor. This is just, it becomes easy to remember it, right? So hot knife through the butter and Ruk Ruk Ke candle, we'll call it Ruk Ruk Ke, RRK candle, Ruk Ruk Ke candle, right? That always gives good. Guys, is simple candlestick also working if you know the swings in the market, right? I taught swings in the market. The reason I taught swings was you need to understand when you have to go long and when you should go short. I was personally looking at sell on rise, then I went on long because a critical resistance got broken. See, I do not need to, okay, the trade also happened from year to year, right? I missed it, which is perfectly fine. Why am I not taking this trade? Because here there is resistance. When the CE movement is also happening, is happening in a very difficult manner. It is happening in a very difficult manner, right? So this is an area where today market moved in my favor. Some other day it can trap me. As a trader, am I looking to get trapped? Am I looking to make money? I am only looking at making 4 to 8% of my capital every day, right? Are these setups helping you get that confidence to make that money? That's a question that you guys need to ask, right? When we switched direction, I always say I don't chase entries. Perfectly, we got a Shah Rukh Khan candle. I had said if these levels come, we will enter this. Sorry, I'll again correct myself. Ruk Ruk Ke candles, right? For people yesterday who learned, I am just leaving a small hint. This was a resistance, this was another resistance. At the 50%, typically I say entry is there. Exactly at 50%, did everyone get entry? If yes, fantastic. Start observing these things, you will make good money, right? So we took 5 trades rather, right? One was SL, 4 gave good, one actually gave 1:2, right? I consider this session as a success from a learning standpoint, definitely yes, but importantly from the concept and making money, people would go back home with some profits for the time that they are spending. Guys, I would close the session. Monthly expiries are very tricky to trade. We were able to make money. We were able to deploy some of the live concepts that I have taught in the market, right? Practice, 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 and be patient, right? You will make good money, right? Be patient, you will make good money, right? I will close the session. Thank you everyone for your time. Good that we got some sessions. And see, if you see, right, I did not chase this entry when it went to 148. I waited, right? It came right down. Market will always, right, always reward patience. If you develop that habit, you will make good money. Okay? Good Rahul. I hope this experience is just making you stronger and more confident. Yeah, perfect. Looks like people have made good money. Nanda, I hope you have recovered your morning losses. You made couple of losses because of multitasking, which you should have not done. I hope you have made money. You are in green now, right? Tony, I hope it was value to your time. You log in from Australia, right? So yes. Tony, I hope, Tony, SK, everyone, right? Right. Guys, these are very simple setups, right? I am teaching it. My mentees are also there here, right? I teach them, main thing I teach them discipline and patience, right? If you guys are interested to learn, please reach out to our support ID, right? It's a tricky thing. Actually, if you see, right, when I'm seated in front of you guys, I am actually thinking we'll get a put. My setup is put, an alternate comes, right? An alternate trade gets triggered. It's okay, it's triggered, but I have to wait for my entry, right? I am not rigid in the market. I am very flexible in the market. I am logically flexible. I wait for my logics to trigger and give me a entry upside, right? I wait for my logics to trigger and then give me an entry when I go on the other side, right? It's okay, perfectly fine. I will close the session, right? Thank you guys, thank you so much, right? Thank you. Learning new things, I want you to practice now, guys, and make good profits, right? Profits will come, don't chase it. Be patient, small entries, good risk reward, less lots. Yeah, thank you, Tony. Yes, it takes courage, it takes courage. In fact, I have improved a lot as a trader since the time I have become live every day, right? Thank you, Preetham. Thank you guys, thank you. Take care, and yeah, we will trade tomorrow. In all probabilities, I may not be able to conduct a live session. I have something at my son's school which I have to go. I may not be able to come live, right? I may not be able to come live. If I am available in the morning, I will do a morning session and close it. It's an interesting setup, right? Cool. Thank you guys, signing off now. Thank you for your time, guys.